Welcome to day 8 of the 25 Days Nigerian Tax Series. If this is your first time coming across my videos, my name is Tamna Nemitekena and I'm a business and corporate lawyer. And this is day 8 of our 25 Days Nigerian Tax Reform Series. And on day 8, we are learning about digital assets of non-resident persons. Prior to this time, most companies or most businesses that do not have physical office in Nigeria have always thought that if there is no physical office, there is no taxes, which has always been the case. But the new Tax Act of 2025 has changed that. Now, non-resident persons, by non-resident persons, in law, companies or businesses are also seen as persons, artificial persons. So non-resident persons now pay taxes, and not just any tax, they pay VAT tax. Now, there's a law called the SEP, the Significant Economic Presence Act of 2020. The Significant Economic Presence Act of 2020 states that for businesses that are not resident in Nigeria, but they have presence in Nigeria through gaining economic value, if their threshold is 25 million turnover, they must pay CIT. Now, the new Tax Act of 2025, although significant economic presence companies, they are broader in concept, they are broader in definition when you look at this act. But when it comes to this 25 million turnover threshold and applying the 7.5 VAT for companies that are not in Nigeria, it has been narrowed down. The Nigerian Tax Act narrowed it down to digital companies, to companies that sell or use digital assets. When they talk about non-resident persons, which is non-resident businesses or companies, they are talking about companies or businesses that are not in Nigeria, but they transmit or receive digital sounds through streaming sites, download sites, e-commerce sites. On the screen, I'm going to put the full list from the NTA 2025, but I just want you to know that any site that is accessible to Nigerians that is on this site, you need to start charging VAT 7.5 to Nigerians. And if you fail to do so, the law will come after you because, first of all, back tax. They are going back to generate the taxes that was not paid on those VATs. You know, VATs, you're charging it to the customer. But if the customer does not pay it, it reverses to the company to pay it. So that is B to C, business to consumer. You must charge the consumer's VAT because at the end of the day, you're remitting it to the government, which is the NRS, the Nigerian Revenue Service. And if you are giving those services to another business, that is B2B, you must ensure that you are charging the VAT on that business, and you will also inform the business to charge their customers VAT. And that is how the circle continues. So now, the 3 fixes, I wrote it as tips. The first one, apply the connection or the nexus text. What to do? First of all, check. In the year 2025, have you made 25 million in the last 12 months? That's your turnover, because once you make 25 million, you qualify under significant economic persons under the 2020 laws, as I stated earlier on. So if you've made it, that's number one. The second thing you will check is if you offer streaming or downloading service, all those things I listed. If you offer it to Nigerians, you are qualified to charge VAT. The third one, do you charge in Naira? If you charge in Naira, you are also qualified to charge VAT. So note that if you are a foreign company doing business in Nigeria and all this applies to you, you must charge VAT. The second, invoice adjustments. B2C is like I wrote, business to consumer, you charge the customer 7.5%. B2B, you inform the other business that you are going to charge them a VAT, and then they will start doing the deductions from their end. Then the third and the last one, update your pricing and subscription. Because what you were charging before, let's say you were charging for one per stream, you're charging 3,000 naira. You have to include the VAT of 7.5 to accommodate the new law. So that is it. And that's it for day 8. Let's move to day 9. Thank you for watching. And if you want a personal consultation, kindly reach out to me. For now, bye.